I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Wait, this is the best part. This is the best part. This is the best part. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Can you hear me? I upgraded my sound, my speakers. Can you hear me? I got a shelf. I put that bad boy together. You can hear me, Rebby? Okay, good. Rebby, Rob. Hey, finally played Call of Duty with Rob. He was running in a circle. That was fun. I'm just kidding, Rob. Alex Electric Gaming. What is up? Cool, man. I decided to stop. Probably not going to stream on Twitch too much anymore. I want to concentrate on YouTube and Rumble. I know it's a little echoey still, but I told you, work in progress. I got my mat underneath there for the refrigerator. I got a refrigerator coming. Oh, yeah. I got some more lights. I got a thing for the wall, a bunch of other stuff. I got my Donald Trump books and some other books right there. That book right there. That book right there. Wait, which one? I'm going to point to it. That book right there that's leaning right there. Oh, look, I could be a weatherman. Maybe I could be like one of those Mexican weather girls, you know? That book right there is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Just so we're clear on the kind of stuff that I read. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All right. Yeah, Twitch sucks. The discoverability is ridiculous. It's retarded. Oh, I said the R word. Damn it. I think I get one free one. That was the free one, okay? That was the free one. Nobody heard that, okay? Nobody heard that. All right. I've been trying to figure out where to put Ralph. I was going to put him up there with the belt, but I wanted to separate, so Ralph is there. He's holding the American flag. Got a couple of lava. It's a work in progress. I have other things coming. You know what I mean? Yep, I have another belt, but that's just the that's just like a replica of a WCW belt. So I don't want to display a belt that I didn't really actually hold. I didn't hear anything. So we are. It's a WCW US title belt I have. It's just a replica. It's in the closet. This is an actual belt I hold. This one right here. That's my belt. Like champ. You know what I mean? All right. So this is what we're doing here. First of all, let me do my little intro and then we'll talk. Ralph is right there. We'll talk about Rob, I can't believe you asked about Ralph. That's funny. I sound even sexier now. Oh, I actually did get better sound. You know, I did. So I got better speakers. I got some Logitech with some bass, I have a subwoofer under my desk now. I couldn't have that before. So I do want to address what happened at Brown University briefly. I know there's a lot of coverage. I'm not going to cover it just because I'd be catching up and telling you a bunch of stuff you already know. I do want to say I am praying for everyone there, and it's a horror, 20 people shot. So sad. Horrible. They're going to blame the gun. They're going to blame the gun, but my opinion and my experience with firearms is I've never seen a gun jump off the table and just start shooting everybody. You should be more concerned with the crazy person behind the gun. Because, you know, what if people start stabbing each other with like butter knives? Are we going to ban butter knives? We're going to stab, you can give me like a stab by buttering, like a drive-by buttering, you know what I mean? So you could kill somebody with a rolled up newspaper if you do it, right? So it's really the crazy person, right? Can we all agree that no gun is going to jump off the table and just start shooting everybody? Now there might be a malfunction or something, but oh yeah, by the way, fuck off. So there might be a minor malfunction with the gun, and it might accidentally misfire at the range or something. But no gun's gonna jump off the counter and just shoot you. You know what I mean? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all age. No. Good Lord, you're going to get me arrested. No children in my chat, 18 and plus. I set that up with YouTube. If you're under 18 and you're in here, oops, you liar. Get out. Go play like Minecraft or what is it? Stardew Valley or maybe like Slime Rancher. That's a good kids game. Go do something else. This is not the show for you. This is a show. I am a character. Griffey, thank you so much for re-upping your membership. Griffey is a superstar, guys. Thomas, what's up? Polly, how you doing, babe? Good to see you. Everything that comes out of this area right here is my opinion and my opinion only. Can you please stop messaging me when I'm trying to do my damn intro? I'm not going to talk to you while I'm fucking doing this. So, everything that comes out of someone else's mouth is their opinion. I have no control over what someone else says, and they don't have no damn control over what I say. This is an after hours program. This is a more edgy version of your daytime news updates. When we switch to Portland, or we switch to Tommy, whatever happens this evening, we will be going, as always, over to Rumble. I would implore you to join us. Most of you I have gotten to go and join up with Rumble. There's so many new people on Rumble. I would like to think that maybe Rumble will notice that I'm bringing people to their platform and maybe want to like have a chit chat with me. That'd be great. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. I also shout out to Teaspoon. We will be watching an amazing T-Sply video here in a minute. It's still early right now. It's 6 o'clock, barely 6 o'clock in Portland, Oregon. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do have Tommy up. I have Shane up. I have other Patriots up. I have BDF Blaze. Just waiting. Just waiting to see what happens. So, the few things about Rumble. Number 1, the video's better. Number 2, the audio's better. Number 3, it's a freedom of speech platform. I do not have to mute for music. I do not have to mute for violent verbal behavior. I do not have to mute for violent physical behavior. I basically have to mute for nothing. We can absolutely enjoy it. It'll be an after hours setting. I'll turn the lights down low. Polly, you ready for this? Look. Boom. Oh, it didn't really do very much, did it? See, it was brighter in here before like this. And then it's like, hello. How you doing? That's, I call this right here. This is just normal, right? And then I call this the Polly button. How you doing? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So, we will... We will do a late night broadcast of all the fun and excitement, uninterrupted, uncensored, no matter what. I will not break away. I will not mute it. I will try really hard not to talk over anything that's amazing. You know, a lot of times I talk over stuff to try to break up the bad shit that they're saying. But when we're on Rumble, it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah. So, I wanted to do an update on the Minnesota, since we have our very own Polly that lives in Little Somalia, otherwise known as Minnesota. I thought we would do like a little short update on the Somali crisis. They're now calling it a crisis over in the lovely state of Minnesota. Watch this. Hey, like the stream, share it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Did you see my video today? I made another video. What do you think about that dude? Do you think that dude was wood chipper worthy? I'm gonna share the stream on Rumble, and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna pin the Rumble stream. Oop, I gotta do something else too before I forget. Let me make sure that I don't make any stupid mistakes and dox myself in any way. Wood chipper all the way. You guys seen that? You think that I could stop? You think that if my daughter was in the bathroom and that dude decided to go in there, do you think, honestly, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big tough, super tough guy. I'm 5'10". I weigh like 190. Do you think I could stop him? I bet you I could. Now I might go to jail, but when the other people found out what because they do like a paper check. Let me see your paper. That's the first thing you do when you go to jail or prison is you are asked to see your damn papers. And when they see that sort of thing, there's an immediate, I might not have to fight like immediately. Maybe. I still might have to fight immediately, but at least they would like respect like kind of what I did, So I would go to jail though, because it would be bad. It would be really bad. There's no way he would go into the restroom with my daughter in there. He listed a bunch of passive, nothing personal to any of the nicks or bins that he mentioned, but he listed a bunch of passive, non-aggressive people. So. All right, so watch this. This is just the beginning. This is just to get your whistle wet a little bit. We're going to get into the groove here tonight. We're going to have a good show. It is 8 o'clock my time, and I think I'm going to stream for at least maybe 5 or 6 hours. Maybe a little bit more. Depends on how I'm feeling. I might play a game in the back. Well, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Whoops. Okay, wait. Something happened here. Let me close that. All right. So here we go. Watch this.
ICE is planning a surge of agents to the Twin Cities.
Right. The AP reports that enforcement operation will focus on Somali immigrants living unlawfully here.
Moments ago, the president doubling down with tough words targeting Minnesota's Somali community. But that community says they're not backing down. Local lawmakers say that they've already heard of a handful of arrests over the past couple of days.
Minnesota, you have an incompetent governor. You have a crooked governor. He's incompetent. He should be ashamed. That beautiful land, that beautiful state, it's a hellhole right now.
We are not backing down. We're not afraid. We're not going anywhere. This is our home. This is our country.
You told me to look into Minnesota and their fraud on visas and their programs. 50% of them are fraudulent, which means that wacko Governor Walz either is an idiot or he did it on purpose.
Some guy's asking me, give me passport, give me a green card. Why?
I've been here since 1994. I was only 3 years old when I came, and this is my home, and this has got to stop.
We have to rebuild our country. Our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other.
Well, guys, Stephen Miller brought up something.
By the way, this is a video from the Cartier family. Also, you can say that word, the R word, in the chat. I can't say it. So you guys have power that I do not have. You can say that other phrase about the banana and the apple, but the other way, I can't even say that. Did you know that that's that thing that Tommy always says, right? T, blah, 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 R, you know what it is. I can't say that on YouTube. Did you know that? But they can call the president of the United States a Nazi. But you can't say that other thing.
Interesting. He said if we get rid of mass immigration, our test scores rocket among every country around the world.
Oh wow! I can't believe it went from #1. I didn't know that.
So it says
that's
we
a
were
Cartier
#1
family.
in the world in 1976.
They live in my city. We live like 20 minutes from each other.
To the 19th in the world. I thought we were lower actually.
Click that. China, Singapore, Germany, U.S.
Who would I give it to?
U.S.
Maceface?
whites, U.S. Asians, 3rd. Dang.
Hey, that's insane.
Yeah, Michelle,
China is
I
going
can't say that. That's against YouTube policy.
2 or more races than just the United States.
Look at this.
Keep going down. U.S.
This is the
Hispanics.
education.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
U.S. blacks below Chile, Greece. Well, Serbia not so bad actually. Those are some pretty established countries.
If the Central African Republic keeps failing, if Somalia keeps failing, right? If these societies all over the world continue to fail, you have to ask yourself, if you bring those societies
Frying
into
bag.
our
That's a good
country
question. They
and
went.
then give them unlimited free welfare, what do we think is going to happen? You're going to replicate
They went
the
full on
conditions
R
that
word.
they left over and over and over again. And we mask the impact of immigration in every public policy issue we discuss. We talk about test scores. Well, if you subtract immigration out of test scores, all of a sudden our test scores skyrocket. If you subtract immigration out of healthcare, all of a sudden we don't have nearly the size of the healthcare challenges our country faces. If you subtract immigration out of public safety, all of a sudden we don't have violent crime in so many of our cities. Issue after issue, we talk about these things that they just happen to us. The schools just suddenly fail. Violent crime just suddenly explodes. The deficit just suddenly skyrockets. These are a result of social policy choices that we made through immigration.
People were saying that was racist.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. Wow. I mean, because it makes sense though. Like they go to school and I mean like.
They don't know English. They don't know any of the curriculum. So it puts them at a disadvantage so they get lower scores.
Do you speak English? No English? Somali? French? Excuse me, sir. Do you speak English? French? Somali? Hello.
What is that for?
I'm trying to interview members of Somali community, but I can interview you too?
Mainly, it's like mainly Somalians here, but there's like maybe I've seen a few other, races or whatever, but they're very nice to me and my kids.
Do most people have a job and work here?
No.
No?
Nope. No. I've seen maybe a few, like, I could tell that they were going to work, but I don't even know if they're going to work or where they're going.
Bus?
So she's squawking gibberish.
Speaking Somali?
Yeah. Oh, she's talking to him.
They're yelling at each other.
I think that's just how they talk, honestly, how
peaceful.
they communicate.
Must be pleasant.
Yeah.
What did you say? I think you said, "F your grimy ass, come holler at me after." I'm not sure. Nice people. Thank you. Appreciate you. Well, we might get shot out here if we keep sticking around. Okay, I'm walking away. Hell no. All right, bro is reaching in to pull out a gun. Thank you. Oh, that's sketchy. And then my cameraman said the Somali gangster grabbed what appeared to be a gun
what's
from
up,
his
Shane?
man purse and began
Hey,
sprinting
hold
towards us as we...
on. Hey, Shane, are y'all going out there tonight? Hey, do you know if Tommy, I don't want the details. Don't tell me the details, but just, should I plan to stream Portland later? That's a better word. That's a better way to ask. Should I plan to stream Portland later? You are. Okay. And Shane, do you mind if I restream you? I'll put your thing. I know you don't mind. I think so. Okay. Cool. Yep. Good. Shane, the women can't wait to hear your voice. Shane, could you do me a favor, Shane? Could you maybe I don't know, leave some fucking pussy for the rest of us, please? Fuck, dude. The fuck?
He ran away for our lives. I was gonna pull a gun on us. Some guy back there.
No, he said no. That's a beautiful answer, Shane. I like that answer.
Somalians out there thugging, man.
What's up, Breezy?
A
What's up?
Somalian gang war, brother.
This is in America?
This is in
Oh, shit.
Minnesota.
What?
But why is their crime rate not high?
I know I look like a clown in the goofy red hat but I'm probably the only one who could. We would just have to divide like half of them to you. Like you get Mace face though. I don't want that. You like we'll have to divide half of them. Wait. More with them it's more like sloppy like 17ths. I'm trying to figure out like if I had a choice, but I mean, if I had a choice, I don't want to make that choice. You know what? I'm going to dig myself into a hole live, and I'm not going to be able to get out of that hole once I dig it. So, hey, back to the Cartier family. I love these guys. We live in the same city. Yay.
Because you know who's worse, bud?
See what I'm saying? We got brothers over here. So, it ain't nothing about no negativity, gang beef. It ain't nothing about, do drugs.
No, Alex
pills,
Electric Gaming. No.
Insurance is high in the area. The only reason I be...
Hey, Alex Electric Gaming? Absolutely not. However, if I had to choose, it would be a very easy choice. You know what I mean? But, still. That's like you need a shot of penicillin either way.
Record costs could I be high as hell off drugs and I just be driving, nodding off and shit like that.
Elon Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, there's nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. She comes from a country where, it's considered about the worst country in the world, right? They have no military, they have no nothing, they have no parliament. They don't know what the hell the word parliament means. They have nothing. They have no police.
I made Tommy a mod, so his name is going to be Blue.
They kill each other all the time. I love it. She comes to our country.
Gunner.
And she's always complaining
That's
about
nasty.
the Constitution allows me to do this.
Nope.
We ought to get her the hell out. She married
I like
her
redheads.
brother in order to
and
get in,
like bleach
right?
blonde,
She married her brother.
the chick that's in my wrestling intro video that's comes to the ring with me a little bit, she's either blonde or brunette. That's the same girl, but that's my kid's mom. So that's.
Can you imagine if Donald Trump married his sister? Beautiful. She's a beautiful person. If I married my sister to get my citizenship, do you think I'd last for about 2 hours, or would it be something less than that? She married her brother to get in. Therefore, she's here illegally.
Okay, Shane, I'll see you out there when I see you, bro.
She does nothing but complain.
It is really, really a sad day in America.
Do a poll, Clyde Mace Fist.
We are witnessing a constitutional crisis. We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one. And here we are. This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like. When you gut the Constitution and you install yourself as the sole power, that is how dictators are made.
I don't understand why Americans allow themselves to be lectured like this by someone that wasn't born here.
You know what's crazy? Somalia, not even just a scam. Well, the country itself got 2.3 billion.
Then it's not gonna help them, is what's sad, because someone over there is just gonna pocket that.
You know what's crazy? That's why they slide. Cut off USAID. They were sending USAID was sending this money. We actually don't know how she got this net worth. I mean, who knows, man? I think we tried to uncover it with the husband situation, but it could be from that, honestly.
I've seen people saying from NGOs and
think about it. If she pushes for this and they send this money to Somalia, all she gotta say is, "Hey y'all, send me some money. Send me that money that I got pushed to get." It's easy. It's simple. So it's just man.
The level of fraud in the government is so. I mean, that's again, Doge was uncovering it. Is Doge still going?
Hell yeah, they post stuff on X all the time.
Can we just look over the last 5 days? Agencies terminated and descoped 43 wasteful contracts with a ceiling value of $3.5 billion and savings of $222 million. So yeah, they are still doing things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hundreds of millions every day.
I see this all the time. I see them post.
This is an impossible choice.
And people in Minnesota are protesting.
Shame! Shame! There are no deportations without transportation.
Please do not unsubscribe to me. Seriously, please don't unsubscribe. You promise?
Stop those flights.
Please don't.
As the number of flights balloon here, they're shamefully profiting off of this industry, shipping our neighbors down to mega hubs like Alexandria, Louisiana.
Nick Benson's part of Minnesota 5051, but he's also a flight tracker who posts about deportation flights on his Reddit page. He says the tempo has increased from about 1 a week to 2 or 3 times a week.
These deportations and the terror in our neighborhoods are ripping families apart and doing nothing but to sow fear and anxiety in our community.
Guys, so it looks like Tom Homan is investigating Mrs. Ilhan to see, if she's supposed to be in the U.S. or not.
We know she's not.
Yeah, but they're trying to collect the evidence.
Say, I'm running it down this week. Oh, wow, that's going to be quite a development.
That would be crazy if that happened.
Oh, that'll ruffle some feathers.
Some protests. Some people would protest.
Yeah, people would rather spend the night with the damn frog than Pam Tifa.
It's going to be wild.
The fucking frog.
They went insane for the MS-13 members. So I know what
I'm saying. So,
more than the statute of limitations became an issue.
The frog's a dude, too.
Who was president?
Well, maybe you think Pam Tifa is a dude?
Pulling the records now, pulling the files, and we're looking at, but this fraud investigator, who I know personally,
I heard Pam Tifa and Richard are Chan Diddler's parents.
Said there's no doubt.
I know that's a joke, but that shit is fucking
I'm
hilarious.
That down this week, matter of fact, and we'll see.
Whoa, so, oh my God. What if they actually deport her, though?
No, it would be an uproar.
That would be crazy.
It would be an uproar.
That would be crazy.
I think that would honestly, it would be bad because of the uproar, but on the other hand, it would be good because you'll see you can't do those things here. And also, I think a lot of the people who will be protesting, people would look at them, well, I hope people would look at them and be like, all right, y'all are a little bit crazy. But they haven't done that so far. So I don't know. I mean, ever since y'all showed me them.
What are these protests?
That's what I'm saying. Ever since, though, I saw the Antifa bookstore things that we were seeing. Oh, brother, I will never forget that in my life.
Yeah.
The things that they had in those bookstores.
Yeah. Oh, guys, let us know what y'all think in the comments. It's heating up, guys. We're out of here.
Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Bagan, Myanmar, where today we're getting off the beaten path and we're going to go to
Whoops. Hold on. Oh, shout out to this guy. That's Small-Brained American. It's completely unrelated, but if you want to watch something hilarious, go to this guy's channel. Completely unrelated. Sorry about that. Okay, one more video about Ilhan. Hey, Polly's favorite politician, Ilhan Omar. Patriot Shane, you do? Dude, that dude is fucking crazy. What the fuck? He puts himself in the worst situations ever. Ever. Holy crap. The guy's an idiot. Oh my God, that's funny. Shane, that's hilarious. I can't believe you watch him.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's your meme of the day, brought to you by 5mind.com. Well, I guess I wasn't so crazy after all. You know, I've been dropping videos on Ilhan Omar marrying her brother for years at this point, and even after the story was stale, after people lost interest. I mean, we've been talking about this for 6 years at this point. So of course, the scandal kind of gets lost, you know, in the vast ocean of information online, let's call it. But despite that, I have never let this go.
What's up, Rumble?
For once, and you guys know this.
What's up?
Every couple of months, we could be in a completely different news cycle. Ilhan Omar's not even relevant. She hasn't even spoken in the media for months. I'll just randomly drop a video reminding everybody, hey, you know, it seems there's a lot of valid evidence suggesting that Ilhan Omar committed immigration fraud by marrying her brother, and I've been demanding for years that somebody do something about it. And of course, most of it has been to no avail. And so I guess throughout this entire process, I've had to convince myself that I'm not crazy. Oh, I'm not crazy. I'm certainly on to something. It's everybody else that's crazy. Well, I guess today's the day where I finally get to pat myself on the back. Finally get to take a victory lap. It's a real I told you.
Polly, that dude wants to count all your freckles. I don't know if you got freckles, but you got red hair, so I just kind of assumed.
So, moment as it appears, the Trump administration may have found the smoking gun here. It appears they have all the documents relating to Ilhan Omar's alleged immigration fraud, and that, of course, sparks a whole other line of questions. Yet it seems as if the feds knew since pretty much day one that Ilhan Omar had engaged in immigration fraud, and yet they did nothing. Oh, Ilhan Omar has some serious explaining to do. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So let me just post all of these documents here on screen. And the headline attached with all these documents reads, "The White House just posted proof that Ilhan Omar's entire immigration story is not what we were told. Quote, this story proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Omar married her brother for some fraudulent purpose." And that's from the Washington Free Beacon. And of course, this is probably an update to Tom Homan's promise.
Pulling the records now, pulling the files, and we're looking at, but this fraud investigator, who I know personally, one of the best fraud investigators in agency.
That's okay. I can't control the ads, man. I wish I could.
There's no doubt he reviewed the file. So I'm running that down this week, matter of fact, and we'll see.
And that part right there is really, again, like I mentioned in the intro, the most interesting part. All it took was one cabinet official saying, hey, let's look into this. And poof, a couple days later, Ilhan Omar is getting fully exposed here? What the hell's going on? And more importantly, why wasn't this done years ago? How was she even able to run for Congress in the first place, considering what the feds knew about her? And that, of course, is now taking the internet into a zone of wild conspiracy theories. We got one of them from Mike Benz, you know, not exactly your typical tinfoil wacko. Mike Benz is a former insider and highly intelligent and credible individual. We'll take a look at his theory.
This document, the CIA sets out how they believed at the time, after the failure of the Bay of Pigs, that there was no direct, immediate way to overthrow Castro in Cuba, and that was what was required instead was a massive commitment from Congress in terms of money and manpower beyond these special operations being done in the form of Bay of Pigs. But the CIA was frustrated that that political will from Congress did not exist. What they're saying here is, since we can't get Congress to take the action we want them to, we don't have the authority because the American people are not voting for what we really want to do. The other option we have is to just do mass immigration of these exile communities of immigrants and refugees. And over time, if we give unlimited support to these exile groups, they will form enough of a lobby on themselves to affect the internal politics of Congress with importing.
Yes, I'm excited about going to Rumble.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lo and behold, that produces a congresswoman like Ilhan Omar, who then goes and advocates on behalf of the Obama foreign policy for Somalia and Eritrea and Kenya and the whole region. Seeing that in writing from the Cloak and Dagger Central Intelligence Agency 60 years ago, and that we're dealing with the same issue right now as we take on the immigration issue, really is a sort of back to the future moment.
And so the basic claim is pretty simple. You got intelligence agencies that are stirring up chaos in foreign countries, and then suddenly there's a refugee pipeline all directed to one specific US state or one specific district in a big city in a Democrat state. They concentrate that community, they hand out benefits, they build a voting bloc, and over time that bloc elects a politician whose real job, it seems, is to lobby US policy on behalf of a foreign country, and probably on behalf of the intelligence community's actual agenda in said foreign country. The theory here is that Ilhan Omar is the poster child for this model. Import from Somalia, plant in Minnesota, then elevate one particular individual who you feel you can control, have that person bang the drum for Somalia, then comes all the refugees spending the US aid, all the humanitarian dollars, the NGO scams, all of which happen to line up with the State Department and CIA's little pet project interests. And now that, of course, is just a theory based on old, now declassified CIA operations. Obviously, a lot of this is theory, it's up to interpretation. But one thing you can't say is that Ilhan Omar's entire profile doesn't look frickin' sketchy. Because it looks sketchy as all hell. The alleged brother marriage, the constant prioritizing of Somalia over the United States in her rhetoric, the endless streams of corruption, the fraud, the kickback stories. Oh, and let's not forget her family. We're now seeing people make claims online that apparently Ilhan Omar's father was some, high up government official or some sort of military general in Somalia. And apparently he's responsible for mass deaths, if I'm not mistaken. There's theories and suggestions that he was working with the CIA. But now again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if we have a signed confession in our hands. But I'll tell you, when you stack the allegations and all the red flags and all the issues, yeah, it raises some very obvious questions, especially considering her massive rise to power and fame. If there were all these skeletons in her closet, if there were all these questions about her father, her immigration story, her marriage, how did all of it get swept under the rug and ignored over all this time? Well, maybe it's because she's the perfect.
I don't want to crap on anybody who's dead, but the only other person in our government who was ever less intelligent than Maxine Waters, and I'm sorry, I understand she's dead, and God rest her soul. No offense, but the only other person that was more R word than Maxine Waters was a lady called Sheila Jackson Lee. Oh my God, this woman was an absolute dipshit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
She's the person that these deep statist type people actually prefer and love elevating to positions of power because they're easy to control. They got all kinds of skeletons that can be used as leverage behind the scenes.
I'm convinced that Jasmine Crockett knows exactly what the hell she's doing. I don't think that I think she's playing a game. I think that she changes herself and her personality based on the situation, kind of like Hillary does. I think she knows exactly what she's doing and how she's pandering. I think that Maxine Waters and Sheila Jackson Lee are just stupid. That's all. They're just dumb. They're just straight dumb.
To keep them in line. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'll tell you, something's going on. And whether there's some deep CIA plot or not, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't even really matter. The most important thing here is accountability and consistency. That is absolutely the most important thing. Very simply put, no one's above the law, and people are sick of these politicians getting away with everything. Hillary Clinton engaging in a coup against the government, no problem. Deep state actors weaponizing the justice system to manipulate voters, manipulate social media algorithms, control the flow of information, investigate their political opponents, eventually bring indictments and charges against their political opponent, trying to put them.
I put the fun in. I'm not fun at all. Leave me the fuck alone.
In prison essentially for life, nothing to see there. Engaging in immigration fraud. And during your leadership tenure, overseeing some of the biggest, most wide-scale fraud schemes in American history, and then nothing? Yeah, that simply cannot be the standard. People want accountability. You don't get a congressional immunity card. You don't get racial immunity. Oh, any criticism or pointing towards evidence that I've committed crimes? Well, actually, it's all just racist attacks. Nope. No more turning a blind eye. The people want accountability. Because if you committed immigration fraud, if you lied on an immigration form, if you were engaged in fraud schemes, well, you would get obliterated by the judicial system. And that's what people are sick of. They're tired of the lying, the cheating, the stealing, all while the media tells you that you're a bigot for simply asking questions. No longer works, and especially not when the scandal is to this level. Ilhan Omar should face full-on scrutiny, and if they prove that she engaged in immigration fraud, well, she should 100% be held accountable. I know, of course, the number one demand, what people are mostly looking for, is that, of course, leading to Ilhan Omar's denaturalization and deportation. And to that I say, maybe. It's hard to say whether deportation would apply to her when she engaged in immigration fraud, I believe, to bring her brother in. Whether that would dequalify her brother or dequalify her and her brother, kind of hard to say. But I'll tell you, it's an interesting thought experiment, and I hope the entire country goes through said thought experiment altogether in what is also known as a public investigation and trial. And you know what? Let's just end this video by quoting what Ilhan Omar's own Democrat colleague said. Ilhan is in some very big doo-doo. And of course, rightfully so. And for me, it's kind of like a moment of closure. I mean,
the following is a T-Sply video. Shout out to T-Sply. If you're not following my friend over at it stands for the Supply Guy. Did you know that? Now you do. But if you're not subscribed to T-Sply, he also has a Rumble. So after you follow me, go follow him too. You know what I mean?
Have arrested New Jersey twin brothers. They are accused of making terror threats, one specifically against the Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin.
Okay, so it turns out Homeland Security does have access to the internet, and Homeland Security has been paying attention to all of these online threats allegedly made towards them, because we are seeing more and more people being charged with these online threats to take out federal agents.
This eyewitness video shows the car federal agents claim tried to ram agents as they attempted a stop.
And Homeland Security is facing another growing trend. For some reason, we are seeing a growing trend of using vehicles to attack Homeland Security agents. But I think you'll find this interesting. The story we're going to be talking about today in this video, this person is not an American citizen and has already been ordered to leave the country, yet he has been charged with assaulting federal officers with his vehicle. So we have a lot to cover, but I think you'll notice the trend throughout this video. What you post on the internet, you better be careful because Homeland Security is probably watching. Now, before we start the video, make sure to please like the video. It's the #1 way you guys are helping this channel, and it also helps others see the videos as well, and I think people want to see what the heck is going on here. I think sometimes people need a reminder, you gotta be careful what you post on the internet, so make sure to please like the video, share it, so people can see what's going on.
Police, working with federal agents, have arrested New Jersey twin brothers. They are accused of making terror threats, one specifically against the Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. And they also allegedly threatened to shoot Immigration and Custom Enforcement officers, or ICE. They threatened to shoot them on sight. In a gruesome post, the suspects wrote, they wanted to hang and kill Tricia McLaughlin.
Okay, so right off the bat, I don't think it takes an expert to know that this is a very bad thing, and if you post that on the internet, you're probably going to get in trouble. But
All right,
here's
Steve,
where things
see
get
there.
interesting. Do you guys remember when
Hey,
the mayor
guys,
of
it's a
Chicago
show.
said we
We're gonna
have
get
go
to the
as far as
protest.
necessary to
It's
protect
still
the
early.
Constitution? Many people perceive this as a threat against Homeland Security, against ICE agents. So the question is, why is the mayor not being arrested and charged? Or what about the other members of
Oh
city
my
council?
god, bro! I did a couple of videos on this guy, this idiot, this mayor, Brandon Johnson. Oh my god! Oh, he's an absolute waste of oxygen. He's an absolute complete waste. I could do a better job with zero experience. Like tomorrow, starting tomorrow. I think he's probably he's worse than Tina Kotek. He's worse than the people who are in charge over in Portland. He is. He said in public, that he thinks that the white people want to restart the Civil War. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm white. And so as a white person, I just want to say just one time out loud publicly, no, the fuck we don't. I'm fine with the outcome of the Civil War. I don't want... Maybe we need a civil war for a different kind of reason, but not for that reason.
Or the other mayors who have made these sort of statements before, because many are perceiving this as a threat. Well, you'll notice in all of these cases, there is a specific threat made or a specific call to action that is credible enough for Homeland Security to look into and eventually charge.
The one I'm on right now, I got from Best Buy. I bought our friend Dean one. I got that from Best Buy. I got my mom a computer. I bought that from Best Buy. I got somebody else a computer. I bought that from Best Buy. I bought my mod Prank a new computer. I bought that one from Best Buy too. I bought like 7 computers from Best Buy in 2025. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Best Buy. I mean, now if you're motivated and you want specific things and you want like the liquid cooled where it's like, you know, you pour it in and you want specific things and you're a snob about like this much more frame rate, then do it yourself. I'm old. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time to like be dealing with other things and make one mistake and then the thing doesn't turn on. I ain't got patience for that shit. I just bought mine from Best Buy. It's fine. Don't go to the Best Buy store though. Go to the website and just go to the gaming. It says gaming desktops or gaming laptop, whichever one you prefer. But just go to that category. You'll see. It's like Cyber Power, iBuyPower. Those are the brands. Asus. There's another brand. SkyTech. There's another brand. They're good. I like the computer I'm on right now is badass. Because even in this specific case,
it
does everything.
These are twins that allegedly said, we want to take out Trisha McLaughlin.
Or have it delivered.
We want to shoot ICE on
I live
site.
in a house
so
now,
you can see how specific
yeah,
this
you can go pick it up.
Compared to the vague, we're going to do whatever we need to do to push back against ICE. Now, the reason why this is relevant to this entire story is because Homeland Security, they tackle both of these issues a lot different. When it's a specific credible threat, you're going to get arrested, you're going to be in trouble. When it's a lawmaker calling ICE agents terrorizers or they're destroying the city, then Homeland Security is just going to put you on blast and allows the public to look into that and make your own opinion. So I'm just trying to point out, Homeland Security has different tactics into how they evaluate a threat and the actions Homeland Security takes to take care of the threat.
And the arrests come as ICE officers are facing an increase of 8,000% in death threats. Constitutional attorney Jonathan Turley.
Damn.
There's a lot of hateful expression that goes on the internet. You know that as well as I do. But what the federal government's trying to do here is to stem this incredible increase in threats against ICE officers and other officials. And that's being fueled by a lot of the rhetoric coming from the left.
Nate Foy has more. Nate.
Hey, Harris. So the New Jersey twins are locked up today and facing federal charges for threatening to hang and kill DHS Assistant Secretary Trisha McLaughlin. They're also accused, as you mentioned, of posting on social media to, quote, shoot ICE agents on site.
Wow.
Emilio Roman Flores and Ricardo Antonio Roman Flores are both charged with conspiracy terroristic threats. Emilio's also charged with unlawful possession of an assault weapon, criminal coercion, and cyber harassment. DHS and a local...
And all of this is stemming from social media. In fact, on my own channel, we are currently covering a case where protesters have posted on the internet a call to action to show up to a protest. They're being charged as well. And make sure to please subscribe to my channel so I can keep you up to date with that story and this story. But it goes to show one social media post can ruin your entire future. And look, and these social media posts, they need to be taken very serious, especially with the 8,000% increase of attacks on Homeland Security agents and threats. Why wouldn't these people get in trouble? Obviously, you're going to get in trouble, and obviously Homeland Security, they're watching all of this.
Local SWAT team arrested the twins while executing a search warrant in Absecon, New Jersey. This is just outside of Atlantic City. They seized guns from the home. Take a look at this next picture.
Wow.
Again, these guns unlawfully owned, according to DHS. Assistant Secretary McLaughlin commented on the threats against her life, telling Fox News, quote, cowards like these guys won't stop us or slow us down. Now, according to Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, ICE officers are facing an 8,000% increase in death threats. Just last month in Chicago, ICE agents faced several attacks, including 4 vehicle ramming attacks in one single day.
Okay, so this is the perfect segue to go into these vehicle ramming attacks. Now, to be clear about these vehicle attacks, Homeland Security is separating that statistic as a different stat. Right, so you have attacks on Homeland Security, but then they look into how these attacks are coordinated or done. And for some reason, there is this uptick of using vehicles as the means to attack federal agents. Homeland Security is obviously, you know, they keep telling everybody this keeps happening, and of course, what we do on my channel, we look into it, and it is happening. This is from December 10th.
Has obtained new video showing an immigration arrest in Morrisville. It's video you'll only see here on Eyewitness News. This eyewitness video shows the car federal agents claim tried to ram agents as they attempted a stop. This chaotic scene played out in front of people about 10 a.m. at this Morrisville shopping plaza last Tuesday. The driver, Milton Arriaga Roblero, was taken into custody and charged with assaulting a federal officer, as well as other charges related to the arrest. Federal agents say Roblero is living in the country without legal permission, but federal court documents obtained by the I-Team show that Roblero was not the intended target. Immigration agents were actually looking for the owner of the vehicle, a man named Maynor Godinez Mendez. Currently, Godinez Mendez is not in custody, but has a deportation order for his
I'm
removal
talking
from our
to.
country.
I'm trying to get him to tell me when he's going.
He was not even the intended target.
Like, so I have to apply for the Rumble Creator Program, but I was just monetized.
According to Homeland Security, he
I don't know.
used his
Like, I think
vehicle
Tommy's
to try
teaching
and
me something
ram
right now.
into the
Oops.
ICE officers. However, there's another crucial data point that is missing from this entire story. This newscast sort of just, brushed through it real quick, but I did some research on this story. I think you'll find it rather interesting. So it turns out this person is an illegal immigrant with a pending deportation order, yet now is being charged with assault/impeding officers. So again, there's a lot to this story that really stands out.
Good Lord, I'm not going to tell you. You don't want to know.
Politically speaking, when it comes to this narrative war, stuff like this is exactly what the Trump administration keeps saying is out there. As far as there are illegal immigrants with marching orders to leave the country, or pending deportation orders, and not only that, there is an uptick of attacks on Homeland Security agents.
Hey Ramsey, we played earlier today. You didn't miss. We got Rob's mic finally was working, so we'll get you next time. It's all we're gonna do it every Saturday midday.
Specifically with vehicles. So this entire story.
Hey, you guys, prepare yourself. Rumble is incoming soon.
Looks into and
Tommy's
shows the public that this keeps happening to the Trump administration, to their officers conducting these deportation operations. The only thing is, sometimes you really have to dig deep for these stories, and that's why I'm here to give you guys all the information, and you can form your own opinion around these stories. But let's continue. Now, if you're unaware, Homeland Security is very active on X, formerly known as Twitter. So this was posted just 24 hours ago. Straight
Don't
from
ever
ICE.
apologize for
Reminder,
that.
threatening to assault, murder, or
No
interfere with a federal agent
All
is
good,
a felony. Logan Murfin of Tulsa, Oklahoma has been charged with 10 counts after posting on social media that federal agents need to be gunned down, shot, and executed. Again, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, looking into credible threats and the specifics, like a call to action or specifically calling out individual agents.
I was talking to Tommy in a text message.
And these arrests.
And
here's the report from the DOJ.
Yeah.
A man's indictment is
Tommy's my friend, so I'm texting with him. We're going to see him in just a few minutes. We're going to be on Rumble only.
Christopher Murphy,
so
26,
if you need to get Rumble set up, do it now.
Threatening to assault and murder.
Somebody can help you with a green name or a blue name.
Intent to
Holly.
impede, intimidate, interfere, and retaliate, and 5 counts of interstate communication with a threat to injure. According to court documents, Murfin knowingly posted several threatening and intimidating statements on social media advocating for the assault and murder of federal agents. Me personally, I do wish I knew what social media this was posted to, because I have been trying to conduct my own investigation as to where these threats are being posted. I don't want to shout out the names of these social media sites, but I am curious. He stated that federal agents need to be gunned down, shot, and executed. Further, Murfin encouraged people to stay armed and to kill agents when seen because the agents don't deserve to live. Again, the specific call to action and the specific threats.
Crazy.
As we analyze all of these different stories, that is the one outlier we can look into as far as what Homeland Security is looking for and moving forward.
I think it's on your end.
Homeland Security Investigations is investigating the case. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Oklahoma is prosecuting the case. An indictment is merely an allegation, and the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Just like all of these cases, these are accusations, and of course you have to go through the court of law. Now, moving forward, while we're here, we might as well talk about this case. If you guys are unaware, Representative Nancy Mace, she did face her own threat on the internet, a threat of wanting to take her life. Well, that person has recently been denied bond. So let's dig into this. Again, this is all within the theme of these online threats or threats against federal entities. Again, you can get caught up with some charges and you can be denied bond as well. And by the way, this threat was allegedly posted on X.
On Fox Carolina News, the suspect charged with threatening South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace in court again today, this time asking to be let out of jail. That suspect, whose legal name is Samuel Kane but goes by Roxy Wolf, is charged with threatening the life of a public official.
And only our cameras were inside the Greenville County courtroom as Wolf appeared virtually.
Yeah, Fox Carolina's Brooklyn Cromer was there, and she's got the details on the arguments from Wolf's defense.
This is the third time Roxy Wolf is asked to be released on bond, but once again, the judge said no, saying the current political climate played a role in his decision.
So that right there, I want you guys to understand, political climate really does have to do a lot with some of these cases, not allowing for the release of some of these people, and sometimes vice versa. Sometimes we see people charged with these federal assault charges will be let go on bond, of course. And of course, that depends on your region of the country.
Court will deny bond in this case. Investigators say Wolf threatened Congresswoman Nancy Mace, posting on X, "I am going to assassinate Mace with a gun."
Again, specific, credible threat.
Why would you say
call
that?
to action. That's how you get caught up in these cases.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't be posting stuff like that anyway. I mean, especially nowadays on the internet, let alone on X, formerly known as Twitter. I mean, you're going to get caught instantly.
The state said Wolf repeated that same threat behind bars. Mace wasn't in court, but a victim's advocate read a statement on the Congresswoman's behalf.
Since then, the danger has not diminished. It has in fact grown. A jailhouse informant asked me, "If you had the opportunity to kill Congresswoman Nancy Mace, would you?" And according to the defendant, Mr. Kane answered yes.
Wow. The defense said SLED, the FBI, and the Secret Service have not found anything that shows Wolf is a threat.
So, like, I don't understand why people don't get this, and I'm not trying to be rude, but Tommy was never here in the chat. He was in my text messages on my cell phone because we're friends. So I'm sorry for the confusion, but Tommy's not in chat. He's getting ready to go out. We are both live on YouTube and Rumble. Rumble has better. Oh my God, dude. I'm not even gonna answer you. Rumble has better video, better sound, and then there's no copyright anything. So when Tommy goes live, we are going to switch over to Rumble only. That's what's happening.
Or any evidence
right now we have
to a gun.
quite a few people already on Rumble. We have 88 people over on Rumble.
Have ever been charged with threatening a public official in Greenville County, and Wolf is the only one who hasn't been given a bond. But the judge said this case is unlike anything the county has seen.
Is it a little bit different with this situation due to the atmosphere? As an example, the Minnesota legislators, the Charlie Kirk situation, all of the political.
And this is why the Trump administration, they keep pushing these stats, or Homeland Security keeps citing the 8,000% increase. When I first started covering Homeland Security, I thought 500% was a massive increase on these attacks. And then a month later, talking about over the summer, now we're into like 1,000%, 2,000%. Now we're into an 8,000% increase on attacking Homeland Security agents. Now I know we're talking about a public official, but still, we're talking about the overall political climate in this particular case.
The suspect's mother pushed back, saying her child shouldn't be used for a political agenda.
My child, who has never been in any legal trouble at all before, should not be locked away with violent offenders. She is not a basis for a political campaign platform.
The state said it's ready to go to trial, but a trial date has not yet been set. Reporting in.
Okay, so leave your comments down below how you feel about this. I definitely want to cover this case and look into it, along with the other cases we are covering throughout this video. So again, make sure to please subscribe. I will keep you up to date with this. Now, while we're here, we might as well talk about this case because Border Patrol is being very hush-hush about the information surrounding this entire case. Now, you guys may have heard about this recently.
Hey, everybody on
Border
Rumble.
Patrol apparently engaged somebody and they took his life, and a Border Patrol agent was also hurt. Again, this is all the information we have.
An update now to yesterday's deadly shooting at the border in Starr County. DPS investigators told us just before news time A Border Patrol agent was injured. They did not give specifics. They just said the injury was not life-threatening. The shooting happened near Midway Road between Rio Grande City and Escobadas. One man was killed after a struggle with the agent. The Texas Rangers are leading that investigation. We will keep you posted.
And I've done a ton of research into this. Again, we are not being told anything. We don't know if it's cartel. We don't know if it's just a gang member. We don't know if it was a scuffle. We don't know anything, but I figured if you guys didn't know about this, this did happen just recently as well. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, with all of these cases, these people still have to go through trial, so as of right now, this is all allegedly, yet this is all still posted by Homeland Security and the DOJ as far as what the charges are, the evidence, and what exactly happened according to Homeland Security. We will be trying to cover these cases. A lot of times, you know, they either are super low key or they don't happen until very far into the future. I'll do my best to try and keep track of it. Again, so make sure to please subscribe. Make sure to please like the video. Cool. And I thank you guys so much for being here. I always try to be as fair as possible, and I hope you guys were able to form
about the current state of America.
Because we have not had assimilation with this immigration, it's just really become an invasion.
Why is my son wanting to learn how to load up a silencer? Because you're hurting people. No.
So you've got the hardcore left wings that just aren't happy with anything, and it's quite frankly, it scares me.
What do you think about the current state of America, sir?
Goodbye, fascist.
What makes me a fascist, sir? And how do you feel like Trump's second term has gone so far? Today, we're going all across America asking Americans about the current state of America. Right now, you have lots of things going on within the nation, from ICE raids to the rise of Islam to Republicans turning on MAGA, and also Democrats calling Republicans fascists and Nazis. And you even have National Guardsmen who have been killed by illegal migrants on the streets of Washington, D.C. And right now within the Democrat Party, no one really knows who their leader really is. On Polymarket right now, as far as who's going to be the next nominee, it goes from Gavin Newsom to AOC. A lot of people wonder what's the current state of the Democrats as well. But today we're going to be going all across the country from New York City all the way to Hawaii. We're going to be asking people about the current state of America. Let's get into it and let's start here on the streets of New York City. Let's go. And what do you think about the current state of America right now?
I think it's a mess.
And why do you think it's a mess?
Because we have an idiot for a president.
Would you consider Trump a fascist?
Absolutely.
And what makes him a fascist in your opinion?
He's killing people in Venezuela without any reason.
Do you think we should push for a regime change in Venezuela?
I don't really know much about I can't make an opinion on that. I don't really understand the Venezuelan thing. All I know is he's just, without Congress's approval, he's killing people.
And who do you think is the face of the Democrat Party right now?
I would say Hakeem Jeffries.
And who do you think will be the next president here in the United States? Between J.D. Vance and potentially Gavin Newsom right now, who do you think is going to win?
I would vote for Gavin Newsom, obviously.
And what do you think about the ICE?
And J.B. Pritzker.
Should Trump be using the National Guard to protect the United States in cities like Chicago?
No. The National Guard are to defend the borders, not to defend the citizens.
What do you think about the current state of America?
Not ideal.
What would you do to fix it?
Dismantle the federal government.
And right now, between the Republicans and Democrats, who do you trust more?
Neither. Traditionally, Republicans used to want to dismantle the federal government more, although now I think they just redo it towards military spending. I think the best solution would be like a libertarian type solution, but you know, they're not very popular.
What do you think about the current state of America?
It's awful.
And why do you think it's so awful?
Because you think we'd be in a more progressive era, but like we're not. We're like regressing, like we're going back.
Do you think we should be more progressive with some of our policies here in the United States?
1000%.
For instance, should we be deporting illegal migrants?
No.
And what should we do? It's a big topic right now. For instance, we're just a few blocks away from Canal Street where lots of raids have taken place. What should we do with people who are coming into the country illegally?
I think we have bigger issues to worry about. You know, we do have a really bad homeless crisis. I work in criminal court, actually. The majority of people that are getting arrested are American citizens, and people that are like getting arrested for like
that's not true.
You know, which is just like they're stealing
this
toilet
chick
paper
is an
because
idiot.
They don't have the money to pay for it.
She's just making shit up.
So I don't think that's
should we allow petty crime just to go by?
I think there's something that needs to be done. There's clearly an underlying issue.
And here in New York City, do you think people should have more hope now that Zohran Mamdani has been elected?
I would like to think so, but I'm big on, you know, actions speak louder than words, so let's just hope he does something.
And And what do you think about Zoran Mandami's meeting with President Trump? They seem pretty friendly.
I mean, he has to keep it cute, you know? It's politics. Obviously, our president can't do so, but we have to keep it cute.
Just the other day here in New York City, an ICE raid took place here on Canal Street. Right now, you have a group of people protesting. Let's see what they have to say about the current state of America. What do you guys think about the current state of America?
Where are you all from?
My name's Nick Shirley.
This guy's a real provocative.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so what do you guys think about the current state of America right now? We're outside of where an ICE
I'm
raid
actually
took
gonna
place.
go dry off. Thank you.
Thanks. There's something I want to show you. Can you come
So this lady just sabotaged my video.
What was the question again?
What do you think about the current state of America?
Oh, it's a very complicated equation.
Is it?
Little troll, don't talk to him.
Yeah, what are you talking about, sir?
Do you think he is? Do you think he's
a Trump fan?
I'm just asking you what you think about the current state of America. We're outside of a place where deportation took place. What do you think about the current state of America?
I think it's pretty bad. Oh.
Find out who they are before you talk to them.
What's y'all's credentials? Okay,
so
no,
you're aware and you're actively consenting to the conversation.
Wow, we're just asking you about the current state of America. Wow, this is unbelievable, everybody. I just wanted to come ask about the current state of America.
You don't want to give them content that they will chop up and try to ridicule you with.
Can you show me your badge of journalism? They were all asking for mine.
No.
Can you show me your badge of credibility?
I'm not going to show you my press badge.
So why would they get mad at me for not having a press badge, asking people, meanwhile you're out here taking photos of me?
I don't know. Do they know who you are?
They apparently do. Look at her.
Well, that answers your question.
But I would like to know who you are as you're taking my photos.
You don't need to know who I am. I don't want to be on camera, and I don't want to talk to you.
You guys, fun fact, underneath the First Amendment, you have the freedom of press, freedom of speech. You actually don't need a press badge to show up to a location and ask people questions. What do you think about the current state of America, sir?
Goodbye, fascist.
What makes me a fascist, sir? All right, you guys, this is quite unbelievable here. This is quite the little protest you got, and this just goes to highlight what's going on here in America. Let's go to the next location. What do you think about the current state of America?
Oh, not that great.
Anything you would do different?
Elect a new president.
Who do you think will be the next president?
Newsom.
Would you say he's the face of the Democratic Party right now?
Yeah?
What do you guys think about the current state of America?
I think we feel like the masses need to understand that there's no left or right wing party. We need to stay in the middle and move forward. And it's fucked up that we're all here, including me. All this stuff needs to stop. Then the fake propaganda they fucking got people dying over agendas and all this shit. So it's not even fucking about money anymore. It's about whoever the fuck is controlling the narrative. They need to stop. And then now you got the people getting involved. Now the people are making their own deep state. So like, stop. Now you got fucking people, kids wanting to join militia. Stop. No, why is my son wanting to learn how to load up a silencer? Because you're hurting people. No, this is crazy. Now you're like opening the gates of darkness.
So even young kids are trying to learn how to use guns in case something does happen.
Yes, protect their families, brother.
And given the two options of keeping all illegal migrants or deporting all illegal migrants, what would you do? Keep them or deport them all?
I'd say keep the good ones, and I'd say it's probably take back the criminals.
You have to choose. Keep them all or deport them all. What would you do?
Some of them built this country, so I have to say keep them all, because I come from a first immigration family.
And now we're here in Washington, D.C. We're all suited up. I got a special surprise for you guys in just a moment, but let's go interview some people here on the streets of Washington, D.C. first. How do you feel about the current state of America?
I feel really, really good about it, Nick. I think the media tries to portray the state of our nation as a very bleak and dismal thing. But overall, I think Americans maybe silently are feeling a lot better than they did when Joe Biden was the president. I mean, you look at what the media is complaining about. If the worst they can come up with is that we're blowing up Venezuelan drug boats, then I think the president's doing a pretty good job.
And here just a few weeks ago, a National Guardman was killed here on the streets of Washington, D.C. Do you feel like the media has now twisted so many words and has almost brainwashed people in the sense where they think that a National Guardsman is a fascist or a Nazi for protecting the streets of Washington, D.C.?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the only thing you hear about the National Guard from the media is that they are the Gestapo, Trump's Nazi police, But in reality, they are the nicest people on the planet. I say hi to them every time I see them. They wave, they smile, they're very neighborly. They would not harm a fly. So that the fact that the media has portrayed them to be some vicious, villainous creatures to the point where somebody thought that they needed to take a shot at one of them and ultimately killed one is just atrocious. And I hope the media stops with that narrative, because it's not helping anybody. They're doing a terrific job, and I feel a lot safer as a DC resident with them here.
And it's now came out that he was an illegal migrant from Afghanistan. Now Trump's calling for reverse migration here in the United States. Do you support reverse migration?
Yes, I support it. I think because we have not had assimilation with this immigration, it's just really become an invasion. And until you have assimilation and these immigrants coming in that respect this country and respect the people living here and don't hate us, then it's never going to work out. It's a recipe for disaster. So until we can fix this system that has become so broken, until it can heal, I'm 1,000% with the president. We love our immigrants, but what Joe Biden did to this nation has made the process a total disaster. So I think that we should pause, fix, and then reevaluate.
How do you feel about the current state of America right now here in the nation's capital?
It's a tragedy, but it's for the best. I mean, what do you mean? Like, what's the current state of America? Like, do we mean like, the working class man just getting pulled over because he doesn't have papers and getting snatched up and sent back to El Salvador? I mean, it's unfortunate, but if you look back in American politics, hey, shut up for a minute. Democrats have been like, generally speaking, against immigration. Bill Clinton signed a lot of bills that went against immigration. And it's now the Democratic rhetoric to say that we are for illegal immigration because Donald Trump's against it. There's no longer a Democratic, there's no really a political environment. It's either Donald Trump or anti-Trump. And it's kind of weird, his cohorts are starting to fall out of politics just based off of his politics, and it's fucked up.
Do you like what President Trump's doing right now?
Some stuff I do agree with, some stuff I don't. A lot of the things I don't agree with, but
what's some of the stuff you do agree with?
As far as like maybe like the government assistance stuff, like a lot of people do need to get off their asses and work for what they want and what they need. Instead of living off the government forever. I mean, I do believe it's a crutch to certain people because they're comfortable, They get too comfortable. So, yeah, get assistance to help you build and get off of it.
And do you think the government shutdown is a wake-up call for a lot of people as far as realizing that, maybe you shouldn't rely so much on the government?
I think they think it's a joke. I don't think that it's a reality check for them.
We were just talking to this lady over here, and she was actually happy that now Trump and his administration are getting rid of benefits for people who have been on them for so long.
I don't agree. I don't agree. No matter how long somebody is on financial help, they're on it for a reason. Everybody needs help. This economy is high. It's terrible. So if people need that to live, then that should be accepted.
How do you guys feel about the current state of America?
I think we're on path. We're obviously MAGA fans, and I think it's daddy's back home. It's time to bring everyone back and move forward.
Seems like a lot of people are angry at President Trump right now for blowing up narco boats on the coast and for deporting illegal migrants. What's your message to them?
Let them be angry. They voted, they lost. Move away. By the way, if they're such nice people, invite them over for dinner, have them live with you for a month.
Why do you think liberals and Democrats are so supportive of illegal migrants? And what do you think what does the word illegal mean to you?
Well, first of all, you're breaking the law, so you are an illegal. Secondly, it's for votes and for representation in House of Representatives and Congress, and also for cheap labor.
Donald Trump just called Tim Walz seriously retarded. Do you think Tim Walz is seriously retarded?
Well, I grew up in Minnesota. That's why I'm in Vegas, and I agree with him.
And today, in this video, we're even inside the White House. I hope you all have a Merry, Merry Christmas. What do you think about the current state of America? We're inside the White House right now.
Okay, so I have to say the right thing inside the White House.
Whatever you want to say.
No, listen, I wouldn't have taken the time to get on a plane to come here if I wasn't so proud of where we are as a country right now. Honestly, I knew it'd be good when he won. The right person won the election a year ago, but I had no idea it would look like this, and he would have made so much progress to make us a better, greater, safer country. It is an honor to be in here because of the man who's leading the way.
A lot of people are in uproar about the illegal migration. Now Trump's calling for reverse migration. Do you think it's a good thing to be deporting illegal migrants?
Do I think it's a good thing to be deporting illegal migrants? Yes, the key word is illegal. And if you come in here legally, America is the most welcoming country on the face of the earth. Legal is the key word.
What do you think about the current state of America?
Well, being from San Diego, we're absolutely loving it. You know, we have a big immigration problem down there, and the fact that we're tightening up the borders and getting things straightened out there. And number two, the economy. The economy is a lot more on fire. It was so stagnated for such a long time that we're really happy to see that going on.
Is there anything you'd be doing different than what President Trump is doing right now?
I would work harder with the states on deregulation, because that's where we're getting hung up on, especially with the AI boom and the data centers. Nuclear power, we need to get that. We have states that we're from, like California, that are extremely regulated, and it really restricts business.
We're now in the middle of America at a gas station. We're making our way across America. What's your current take on the current state of America?
We've got some trouble with our politics as far as, you know, with the people on the left, that it seems like they're just not happy with no matter what President Trump does, what the current political regime does. They're always mad about something, and I personally think it's just they just want to overthrow the current government as it stands. You've got the hardcore left wings that just aren't happy with anything, and it's, quite frankly, it scares me.
And you got quite some years on me. What do you think about the youth nowadays, especially the people inside of these colleges and these big institutions?
Quite some years, okay. Well, it's you know, you look at some of these politicians, the what do they call them, the seditious six, that they just started telling service members that to disobey orders, and that it's like, you know, they didn't do that when President Obama was drone bombing places over in the Middle East. They didn't do that when Biden was doing the same thing. We're just at a thing where no matter what this president does, no matter what this current administration does, they don't like it. They want to overthrow it. And to me, that's classic signs of a possible communist takeover. Look at all the people that are getting elected in cities now. This is we've got to wake up and pay attention where we're going.
Do you feel like Trump's doing a good job?
I think he's doing a great job, and it's unfortunate that every time he tries to do something that is productive for this country, you've got the other party just trying to hamstring him no matter what, and they're doing it simply because it's Trump. And look at the price of gas I just paid. You know, 6 months, a year ago, I was paying almost double this when I'm making these trips, especially when I'm in Chicago. Price of food's down. Everything. Our security is much better. Our homeland is much safer. And I just don't understand why people on the other side aren't cheering that and aren't supporting him for that.
Now we have made it all the way here to Chicago. We're going to start talking to some of the people here about see what they have to say about the current situation in Chicago. Chicago's been the headlines of news for quite some time now. J.B. Pritzker and everything from ICE, National Guard. We're going to talk to some people here that are really living here to see what it's like here from the streets of Chicago. Lots of things are happening here in Chicago. You got J.P. Pritzker as the governor, Mayor Brandon Johnson. They're trying to send in the National Guard and whatnot. Yeah. But what's really happening here in the streets of Chicago?
Shit, Chicago, just Chicago and shit. I mean.
And what's your take on what's happening here inside the United States with the National Guard, ICE, everything that's happening here inside of Chicago and across the nation?
Shit, bro, I ain't even seen they ass yet, for real, for real. I ain't trying to run into them for real. I'm just living, getting through this shit day by day. Like a lot of times, I don't even be really seeing that shit. I come across it, you know, I always look into it a little bit, but lately I've been just, you know, moving around and shit, so I ain't seen no National Guards yet, though. They probably is up here, though, you know?
Is Chicago as dangerous as they make it out to be?
Allowed. Oh, you look like the Timu Bob Ross. That's what I kept thinking. I knew you reminded me of something. Ladybug. So why don't you support ICE enforcing our border laws? Why do you want ICE to quit their jobs and leave our borders?
Hey, everybody, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? It's time for the after hours portion of the show. It is time right now to check out what Tommy's up to get the antics of the evening started. We're going to Rumble. Yeah, Chris, open your eyes. Look. Hey, YouTube. I'm sorry, but you're too G rated for me. You're too G rated, and I can't do it. I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. I got to go to Rumble to protect myself, to protect my channel, and all the people who watch me. They get a chance to watch this uninterrupted now. Uninterrupted. And I think that's the best course of action for me and for you. I think it's better for everybody. You can enjoy the broadcast uninterrupted. So that's what we're going to do. So please join me right now on Rumble. Goodbye, YouTube. Hey, the Rumble stream is pinned. It's just Climatics without the TV. Just search it. We're all over there right now. We have 130 people. We have 171 on YouTube. Guys, YouTube, go to Rumble. Rumble.